Wrestlingus Show. Here we back, boy. Wrestlingus Show. Fuck those we ignore. Wrestlingus Show. Too hard for the meat. Wrestlingus Show. On the air every week.
Welcome to the Wrestlingus Show. This is your AEW Rewind, and we're going to give you everything that happened last week on Rampage and what happened yesterday on Dynamite. I'm Kev Manning. I'm along with Fausty Walnuts.
In honor of MJF and Smokey Robinson, happy Chinooka.
Oh, Chinooka. Happy Chinooka, says Smoke. I was like, where the hell is he going with this one? Happy Chinooka.
I forgot about that. Yeah. I heard somebody say that today. I'm like, oh, yeah, that was a good one last year.
That was good. Everybody look up Smokey Robinson and type the word Hanukkah. Because he doesn't know that it's spelled a certain way. He's looking for an H.
It's on a cameo, right? Somebody paid him for him to do a cameo.
Shit. Everybody go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Lingus Mafia. As you well know, we're having a giant giveaway. Go there, sign up. The first 40 will be in the 40-man giveaway for the 11th package. When we get 50 people, it goes to the 50 package. Multiple drawings, multiple prizes. If you want to see the prizes, go to @Lingus Mafia on Twitter. And we also now have TikTok, and that's @Lingus Mafia as well. So TikTok. You'll see some of these videos that are on there. When I was the first video, the flagship Faust, the maiden voyage, was me talking about Tony Storm getting bukkake. There's nothing. It's perfect, absolutely perfect. So, oh, and there goes my work phone. That's what we get. Okay. So, of course, it always happens, and I need to turn the ringer off. Who am I, Billy? Okay. All right, we're going to give you Rampage. And what's funny is last week, because of Thanksgiving, we were just a little bit late, right? And so we were recording on the day of Rampage. We're like, fuck, we should almost wait a fucking day and do this. But so that's always the problem with the show. It's always that Rampage one's later. But the more important show, as we well know, is Dynamite. Sure. So let's get into it. Rampage. Oh, what a treat. Chris Jericho is commentating.
Oh, boy. 4-man booth. Here we go.
Yeah. And Faust, it's all about the boom. It's best friends versus the other friends. I guess this is what we're calling this match. Which do you prefer best, Faust? The new Adam Cole music or the Undisputed music? I played them the other day back to back to see because I go
similar, right?
They're very similar. It's what I think it is. The same guy. I go, but it says CFO or whatever for the other one. So I'm like, I don't know. I enjoy
CFO. I know doesn't work for WWE anymore.
Really?
No, they haven't for like a year.
No
maybe more.
Shit.
Yeah.
So it's got to be the same guy then.
I think they left because it was two guys. Was the CFOs?
Yeah.
I think they left because they had a disagreement over like the money they were owed, like because they're getting all these hits like on like iTunes and Spotify and all that. And they got pissed like they weren't getting enough the cut.
That's the first thing I think. I go, well, they have that. So who the hell's doing WWE's music?
No idea.
Wow. That's a very important thing for me, too. I always, like, when they got rid of Jim Johnson, I freaked the fuck out. And I was like, he should be signed immediately to the fucking AEW. Mm-hmm. That's a fucking big deal. But I enjoy the Boom song. Do you know the backstory? And I don't know the answer, so it's not I'm actually asking you. Do you know the backstory of the character of Orange Cassidy?
The backstory? There's a backstory?
I assume, how did he come up with it? He's had to have had interviews, yes.
Yeah, I don't know, because I've seen clips like on Instagram or whatever before he was doing the whole, like, what do you call it? Is it lazy or the I don't care?
The laid back guy? I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I got annoyed right away when because this was on Black Friday, and Jericho says, "Hey, it's Black Friday, but it's supposed to be Orange Friday."
It's fucking bad, dude. It's real fucking bad.
But he's loud, and then he laughs over the top over his own jokes.
But we're in for a treat this Friday. We'll get to that later.
Oh, because he won't. Oh, never
thank
mind.
You. Bro, step all over my shit. Fish finally did something impressive, and it impressed me. An avalanche Falcon arrow off the top. I said, cool. Fucking fantastic. Okay. Yeah. Any other notes from that match for you?
Yeah, before that, I got the Orange Cassidy, the whole Slacker thing. I'm like, it makes him for a shitty tag partner because Wheeler's like they throw one of the guys into the ropes. They're gonna do a double team move. Yeah, and he's just kind of like, and doesn't like get the clothesline or the punch or whatever the double team thing is they're gonna do. And then Taz even mentions during the match, she goes, "Yeah, Orange Cassidy, his hair doesn't move." And I think it's Starks who says, "I wonder if he wears a toupee." I don't hear any jokes from Jericho.
Yeah. Hey, stop talking about bad hair.
Why does Orange Cassidy take his elbow pad off to do the orange punch?
Maybe that's just another goofy fucking thing, I guess. I mean,
just because it doesn't make sense.
Yes, I think that's a lot to do. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he loaded his boot before he fucking did something too.
That's true.
Okay. They say the undefeated Tony Nese in the back. Has he had a match there?
I don't think as far
unless
as
it's
I
on
know,
dark.
He hasn't.
It's not on normal. It's on dark or on their tour. Because we have never, I have never, you could tell us, everybody. Let us know.
We've seen him like 2 or 3 times sitting in the crowd.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, he hasn't lost. Thank you, with your phone now, too.
Yes.
So, yeah, only dark maybe. Sammy shows up. Tony challenges him for Wednesday. He said, but meanwhile, didn't he challenge him for Wednesday? Or did he say a week from now? I wrote down he challenges him for Wednesday. It was a week past, so I can't remember if it was right.
Yeah, and he says he's been scouting Sammy, and I'm like,
that's Gulak's fucking gimmick.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so Tony's gonna debut. I'm assuming. I thought it was a debut because he against Sammy, he's gonna lose. I'm assuming.
What is this fucking welcome in? Let's make you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then Nese gets in a cheap shot. And he says, the only reason you're still champ is because guys like me weren't available yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, but you came in like a month ago, it feels like, while Fish came in and lost. And
so he could have had
who
this.
Was the last one? Oh, Jay Lethal came in and lost.
Yeah, Jay Lethal disappeared again. I go, she shouldn't have been on, kind of, but okay. Black Friday match. What is that even?
Black Friday deal match. I'm like, what? Did I hear that right?
Rio versus Britt.
If Rio wins, that's the deal.
Yes.
Here's the deal.
Win and get a shot. I have 0 notes because we knew that Rio was going to win. Who cares?
Yeah, the only thing I put is Rio does the double stomp from the top, like the coup de grace.
Yeah.
Like, that's got... I would take that.
That one I would take all fucking day. She could actually try to land on my balls because she's got no weight to her. It's like, I go, okay, well, she'd land on your face. You'd be fine.
And like you said, we know Rio's going to win. And then after the match, Jericho says, this is an upset. And like the other announcers acting all shocked. I'm like, this is the former women's champ. Why is this an upset?
They do forget about that, I guess. Yeah, because of the dominance of the... Yeah, like she's turned into jobber. I mean, we don't ever see her. So.
Well, yeah, because I think... So she was the champ, and I think she got stuck in Japan during the start. Why we didn't see her.
That's funny. Oops.
Yeah.
It's time for the main event, Faust. Eddie Kingston, who... Faust, I've loved Eddie Kingston since ROH.
I know.
I need a T-shirt, Faust, that just says, "I've loved Eddie Kingston since ROH." That's a fucking shirt. It's no kayfabe the hand job or anything, but it's close. The H. We should make another one. Kayfabe the HTJ. Kingston versus Daniel Garcia 2.0 jumps afterwards. We know Kingston's gonna win this, of course. I don't even have to say what the fuck happens.
They're like poor man's nasty boys with their.
They really are with their fucking and their attitude.
They can't even talk like them. Yeah.
They do, and they're like, well, they're doing goofy shit like that. I thought that last week. Jericho
Garcia looks fucking indie-rific because he's got like the short boots, and then he's got leggings up to his knees, like not kick pads, like leggings. Whatever.
So 2.0 is jumping Kingston afterwards, and Jericho comes off the headset and goes and helps. Right. The thing I don't like ahead of time though, he's still doing the real 80s 90s wrestler, which is odd for Jericho because he evolves.
I gotta do something about this.
But the problem, even I gotta do something, then he gets up. He does the Hogan with Miss Elizabeth dragging him to the ring. Like, he don't understand why he's going. So he started looking at the crowd. They want them to go, you gotta fucking fucking go, Jericho. He go, fuck it, I'm going to do it. But he'd look around like what a sad face. And then he waddles his fat ass to the fucking ring. Fucking. He gets in there, and then he gets him all out of the ring. Good, congratulations. It's time, Faust, for Dynamite. I enjoy Dynamite. I was watching this today. I was finishing up the show, and I sat back. I was enjoying myself. I have my beautiful Diet Cherry Pepsi right alongside Faust. And I watch, I say, I'm enjoying myself. I enjoy to watch the show. I fucking look forward to the show. I look forward to SmackDown to a point because of Roman. If Roman gets hurt, I don't know how I'm going to be looking forward to.
When you go into watching SmackDown, you know at least the Roman stuff is going to be good, and then maybe it'll be some other good stuff.
You're waiting for Roman.
When you watch Dynamite, you know most of it's going to be good. There will be some shit stuff in there, but most of it's going to be at least on the right track.
So they're doing like rotating commentary because of JR being gone. So right off the bat, JR likes to ignore things that grow on your body.
Maybe I should get this checked out.
Fucking Christ, it looked like one of those Popeye fucking, where they get El Kabonged and the bump grows.
Right.
That's what was coming out of his leg. And I'm like, you could jerk it off what was coming out of his leg. And he decided to go fuck, man. And listen, people think like we fucking, don't like JR or something. I can't imagine people who know us.
Oh, you love JR.
Oh, fuck, JR. I bought fucking New Japan Wrestling, was it 2018? When he commentated for the first time for their fucking Wrestle Kingdom bullshit. I don't know anybody. This is Nakamura's there. And I was scouting. And I remember I said, I like this guy. And it was fucking Nakamura. I go, look, okay, I know how to scout. But it was JR, because I said, I'd listen to JR do the fucking phone book if he's into it. He didn't know anybody there. And it was a poor performance more than, but you're like, I miss goddamn JR. He's the greatest that's ever fucking been.
Excited JR.
And now, you don't even get that really with AEW, the excited JR. You don't. The time has passed. It's not. I don't think he's bad though.
JR.
Yeah, red ass JR. That's it. Red ass JR. Fucking angry at everyone. So Hangman is now the commentator to start. You don't find out that it's going to interchange, throughout it until let it.
And Justin Roberts ain't there either. They kind of mentioned it. That Dasha doing the announcer.
Yeah, you know what? I noticed that it was a woman. I didn't realize. Oh yeah, no Justin. Did they say?
They said something. They just said thoughts with Justin Roberts and his family, but that's all.
Maybe someone's dead.
Yeah,
probably. Brian versus.
Our thoughts too. Man.
Thank you. Our fucking condolences.
Our fucking condolences. If somebody died.
If someone's dead. Otherwise, thoughts. Brian versus Dark Order. Johnny Five Angels. Whatever it was, it's fucking Alan Five Angels. Johnny Five. We just might call him Johnny Five from now on, because Faust, how often are we ever going to see him on TV anyway?
Yeah, once every other month.
Yeah, maybe. People cheered like he's got that heart for the crowd has a heart for him.
Well, it's Dark Order, so everybody kind of cheers for him.
Do you find this to be odd that as small as Bryan Danielson is, he dwarfs Johnny Angels?
Exactly. That's what's kind of.
He's fucking tall. I'm like,
week too.
What? Oh God, are you going to see it next week? A guy has a sign in the front row, Faust. I love my wife. Get the fuck, you Mark motherfucker, you cuck bastard. My wife allowed me to go to the show tonight, so she made me
in trouble for buying tickets. She's like,
she's sitting there like this.
We're doing this.
Fucking angry. Watch. Oh my God.
Hey, did you see my sign?
Thank you for letting me. Can I go to the bathroom now? Am I allowed to do this? Fucking shit. Brian stomps this guy's head. He puts a knee lock on him. He wins. Brian's in the ring yelling at Cowboy, and he says shit twice. We're at a double shit counter right now. I'm counting from now on. I said this
last week, and I'll say it again. I love bad guy Brian.
And you know what? I'm thinking he's going to be Shawn Michaels here. I really think he is going to be Shawn Michaels Hulk Hogan. Afterwards, he loses and goes, I just had to know. And he's good guy again. There's no reason he's bad guy out of fucking nowhere. He won the tournament and became a bad guy because the other guy's a good guy. That's what this is.
Yeah.
So,
well,
what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, it's like I kicked Colt Cabana's tooth out last week. I just ripped this guy's MCL. Next week, he's fighting Short John Silver. He's going to do something to him.
So apparently,
then we get the title match in 2 weeks. Not even on pay-per-view, free TV.
Okay. So apparently they can't touch each other. Yeah, there you have it.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to touch each other. Did they say this before this? Just like it all of a sudden was, hey, they can't touch each other?
Yeah, they kind of brought it up.
In commentary?
Hangman, because I think Hangman said something like...
Because I walked out of the room and I said, I shouldn't make a note and say they're morons because maybe during commentary it was said. Because I was like, all of a sudden...
Or maybe Danielson said something about it, like, you're not allowed to touch me or you get suspended.
He said that later, though.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was and I missed it, too.
So the little guy comes out and says, but I can fucking touch him. And he is up to Hangman's dick. I can't believe how little this guy is. And he's muscular, but he is. If Faust, we got to look it up. He's got to be 5'3". He seems like he's less than 5'3", to tell you the truth. Like, don't you think Mysterio is bigger than him? It seems like it.
Yeah. I mean,
if you look it up, they're going to lie. I guarantee you they say 5'10". That's my money. Where do you say? 5'9.5"?
I'll say 5'6".
I think they'll say 5'6".
5'5", it says on there.
They're lying. 5'5". There's no fucking way. You know what you do is we got to know who's legitimately, like, what's Brian? I think Brian's 5'10".
Yeah.
So let's see them.
Marco Stunt's 5'2".
Really? Jesus Christ. I want to be a professional wrestler. Pardon me, son.
Throw me around.
Serving the popcorn in the stands? Is that what you want to do for wrestling?
You want to be a rag doll? You want to be a dummy?
You're going to be just throwing the fuck around. CM Punk versus who? I don't even know this guy. I'm like, whoever he is, whatever. And then
Lee Moriarty,
the Italian black guy out there. He was from the Sicily area. They're darker in that area.
With his 2-6 record versus the undefeated CM
2-6, and he fucking went the distance with fucking Punk. MJF now is on commentary with his Jew suit.
Yeah.
You've heard of zoot suits? This is the Jew suit. Jew suit riot. Oh yeah, throwback bottle of beer. Jew suit riot. We're gonna have to do a parody for Jew suit riot and put that on TikTok. A Jew suit riot. And we'll have him with his suit. He calls him PG Punk. I got a couple lines here. PG Punk. Yeah. CM means cooking meth. I thought when Punk was sitting there like smiling and you see the tooth missing on the side, I'm waiting for MJ. Look, he's already lost teeth from this meth.
I thought MJF was great because he just kept saying, "Oh, this is so sad. Where's the guy I grew up watching?"
He mentions how a jobber is taking CM Punk to the distance. It was like a fucking Mania match. I go, what the fuck are they doing? I understand. God bless Punk for trying to do the right thing by the guys. I want to help you. God bless you.
Yeah. And the commentators tried to like, oh, well, he wrestles a lot more than you do. He wrestles a tougher schedule.
Yeah, so he's worn out. Well, then I should be able to beat him in 4 seconds because I'm a higher quality. Okay. An hour and a half later, Punk wins the match. This is as close to a loss as Punk has had. He almost got beat a few times here. Afterwards, MJF talks, says, Punk's been here trying to fuck Britt Baker.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I said,
I guess because he mentioned Britt.
He says her. There you go. That's what he mentions her. And when he first got there, he throws her in a lot when he mentions. So he says, "You're not CM Punk. You're too pump chump." That's a good one. And I write down, is there a story about him trying to fuck Britt Baker that I don't know
that's
about?
What I was trying to figure out.
Because it was uncomfortable. I go, oh.
Because Britt was in the next segment, and then Cole was in the segment after that. But you would think they didn't sell it. You know what I mean? So maybe they didn't know that was going to be thrown. you know.
MJF calls Punk a dipshit. We're at meter 3, Faust. Meter 3.
Because MJF's talking about, like, you know, next week's in Long Island. I'm going to be bigger than Piper in Portland and Brett in Canada. And Punk's just laughing. And he's like, laugh all you want, dipshit.
And Punk calls him needle dick. I'm like, I'm waiting for the term dickweed to come out. Fucking hate dickweed.
Dickweed is forever.
I know. It came into my head today while I was driving. And I go, fuck. I remember in the fucking 80s being a kid and hearing people, you fucking dickweed. And Richard Pryor said it a lot. Dickweed. That was in his thing. We're bringing it back, Faust. Fucking dickweed. That's what we're fucking... Don't be a fucking dickweed. We're bringing it back.
Then MJF, he crossed the line.
So he says, don't bring your maggot-filled dog because I'll put the dog to sleep. He said, that's where I drew the line. I fucking Punk right out there. I said like this. I said, if you say that about my Millie cat, I fucking come at you too, Faust. Don't you dare, fucking our animals. Wardlow comes out who says, thank God I have a job. And he stands in between Punk and MJF. And it's MJF is Spike the dog with that other fucking dog in front of him. Yeah. Just yelling at him. What are you gonna do, bitch? What? And Punk yelling, this is the hill you want to die on, to Wardlow. This is what you want to do? I'm like, you should just fucking punch Wardlow in the face. Get in a fight with him. Interesting.
I thought it would have been better if MJF would have did like the same thing that Miz did on Raw, like take off his jacket like he's gonna get ready to fight and then just leave.
No, you're like, Miz was all dressed up too. I'm like, you had to put on all that shit to not do anything. Okay. I write down, which is funny that you said it, Faust. I go, interesting. They have an interview with Brett Baker right after this, and then Adam Cole comes out after that. Cuck.
And Cole goes to the ring. I'm like, he's having a match. He does his whole boom and Adam Cole, baby. And then he goes back up the ramp to get a commentary.
He did the whole thing like this and fucking walked straight out the other side. I go,
The champ didn't get to do that. He got pyro.
Yeah.
He didn't go to the ring.
But he don't have a cool thing. What would he do? Walk in the ring, go, hello? I mean, fuck. And Cole has a whole routine. Fucking, you got to whip your fucking hand out and fucking boom after that, bitch. Okay. So Orange Cassidy comes out and starts with his fucking pockets bullshit, staring at Adam Cole with his hands up he put in the pockets. The Bucks now show up as they pretty much walk in his eyesight and get him from behind. And so, Orange with his bullshit kicks. And then they start doing bullshit kicks and then just kick his head off after Cole hits him in the balls, so he's on the floor. Okay, that's a segment.
Finally,
a year later, the so-called best friends go like this. I was taking a shit. I didn't know. Why? You were the one who started. You started it anyway, dickweed. Tony Sandow comes out here and talks about that Friday he has a match for the TNT title against Sammy Guevara. Do I tell a lie? Wardlow versus AC Adams. First match ever. He'd have a better chance. Fuck, he was at least a wrestler.
Better physique.
This guy got a fucking tattoo of Captain America's shield on his elbow. My next note for this match, Faust, is the word rape. Because that's what this match was. It was a butt fucking and... Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
A good guy.
Wardlow?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you say is he a good guy?
The crowd's cheered for him because he does a power bomb and the
they like to see violence is what they like, this horrible crowd.
When I see Wardlow, I think this is the one guy, if Vince actually watched AEW, this is the guy he wants. Oh, look at this guy.
Fucking enormous. They go, Vince, he just looks bigger because look who he stands next to. All these fucking guys. He's fighting John Silver.
Just don't listen to him talk.
Short John Silver, not long John Silver. The Gun Club versus Sting and Darby. how about this face makeup on fucking both?
Yeah,
I
got
said,
the father
what
and
the
son face matching face
I
paint.
go, it threw me off because I go, the fuck is different here? Like I
it
was
was
lost.
black on the neck.
He had the side was black here, and he had the fucking skull on the lips. I was like, it looks okay. It looked all right to me. And then I said, well, now Darby's fully dead inside apparently because he is full face paint.
Yeah.
So he must have died as well. I enjoy that Billy is 60 years old and bigger than his kids.
Yeah.
Billy looks fucking fantastic, dude. He's fucking still ripped out of his fucking mind. I'm like, fucking do something with him over there.
Apparently
I mean, he's old.
He's still doing his like fitness competitions or whatever.
He's into fitness?
Yep. I'm surprised. He is an ass man.
He's into fitness? How about fitness dick in your ass? Okay. Jericho is interviewed in the back, and then here are some notes for you. He's jumped in the back by 2.0. You've never seen worse working punches and kicks in your life. It is after this brutal attack that Jericho is announced he will not be on Rampage this next week.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure this was filmed last week because he's actually like on tour right now.
Oh, I'm like,
so that's why he's gone.
It was bad. Like I'm watching the guy who's closer to the camera with his punches. It was fucking awful, like real bad. Where I'm like, did you touch him when you did this to the guy? I'm like, shit, man. The guy's got a jacket. I hit him there. Taz on commentary talking about the Diamond Battle Royal. See, now this was kind of before my time, Faust. I know that MJF with his ring, but I never seen. I don't know a rule. I don't know what it is. I don't know if every year you have to give that title around. You have to hand the ring to someone else.
If I remember correctly, it's a little anticlimactic because you have a battle royal, but there's not one winner, it's two winners.
And then they fight?
And then those two have a match like the following week.
Okay.
I think if I remember correctly.
People are trying to find a new Royal Rumble, I believe. Like TNA with their backwards bullshit, which was real fucking weird.
Yeah,
because
they escaped the cage.
You're going into the ring first.
The
hole in the top of the thing you had to get out of. Jeff Hardy, remember him sitting on top when he left.
Yeah.
But to get in the ring, you're fighting a guy, not letting him get in, right? So if that guy gets away from you, you just go, fuck it, I'm going in too. What? The whole thing's wrong. Okay, Taz says we got 125 cent per chance to win because we have this many people that are in there, so we got more people. Leo Rush. Yeah, he's trying. Leo Rush comes out and says, you said that you have 100% chance, which means that I have no chance, but I'm a fighter. No. Everyone knows. How quiet was the crowd?
I didn't care. No. About as quiet as me watching this.
It was fucking silent. And then a couple people, yeah. You heard it was like the Disney soundstage for WCW. Each individual, get him. That was where someone could have screamed Howard Stern's penis very loudly, and it would have gotten on TV. Yeah, Baba Booey. That's what they should have yelled while he's doing a very heartfelt speech. Hit him with the hind, Baba Booey. All right. So he looks awful, and then here's even worse. Because now that Dante Martin comes out to get in between Taz's group and Leo Rush, right? And the facial reaction was that he was sad that he signed. And then when another guy came out, he gave a smirk like, oh, I have to be a bad guy. And I'm like, I think he is going to be the worst bad guy you have ever seen in your fucking life. Mark my fucking words. He was like this, Faust. This was his thing. He looked like that.
Sourpuss Jones.
He was like, sorry, I had to sign. That's what I thought they were going for. I'm sorry. But then he was like, the other guy came out and he was like, and I'm like, this isn't the acting like, oh, a guy's next to me, I have to pretend to be bad.
Right.
It's just bad.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was doing I'm going to sign with them.
Maybe.
But just to, infiltrate Team Taz or whatever.
You hope that's what this is.
If you were doing that, you wouldn't have the sourpuss face when you come out. You'd
full steam.
From the start,
Fuck
act like
you.
a bad guy.
Yeah, so, we'll see where, like I always say with WWE, I say, let me see where you go before I beat the shit out of you.
Completely shit on it.
Yeah, completely. I'll just let the turtle head's poking a little bit, Faust.
Right.
That's it. I can pull it back in. Jade is in the back with that smart Mark guy. My girlfriend Jade, who I don't know, my head would be squished fast. And then Thunder Rosa shows up. You're gonna fucking love this, fella.
Oh God.
Thunder Rosa shows up and she says, I chose to fight you or something like this, right? She gets to fight her. They're next in the fucking tournament, so they have to fight anyway. So I thought she was saying, like, I got to choose to fight you or something. I don't know what the fuck she said.
Well, she said, okay, so Jade's fighting her student on Rampage, Thunder Rosa's student. So she goes, and then Thunder Rosa says, she already knows, since Chris Jericho isn't able to do commentary on Friday, I'm going to take his place, and I got to choose one match, and it's going to be that
That's
match.
what I fucking was doing something, I think, because I heard that I get to choose, and I'm like, what are you choosing? And then I should have pressed rewind, but God bless you for being on show. Now, here's where this comes in, Faust. She starts, as you say, yelling Spanish. Or as my old white lady neighbor used to say, they don't talk Spanish, they talk Mexican. Fucking all angry and shit. I go, what do you care if they're talking Spanish? Fuck. Only Spaniards from Spain talk Spanish. They talk gibberish. It's Mexican. I go, fuck. You get your white cleaning suit out of the fucking closet?
What do Brazilians speak then? Brazilian?
Speak to Brazilian. What's wrong with you, Faust?
Brazilianese.
Hungranese is how my in-laws would be speaking. Okay, so she starts in with the Spanish. And it's loud, right? And the Duchess is in the other room. And she goes, yells from the other room, what the fuck are you watching? And I reply with, I go, Mexican soap opera.
I went to the telenovela.
And then I start singing, Faust. I go, a la cama, come por sal. Remember that fucking show with that fat guy on it? It was a variety show. I was like, it was on late nights.
Was that Sábado Gigante?
It might have been. It was a big fat guy, and I was like, I would always pass it by, and just it was always hot broads with this guy. He was a big fat
sounds like Sábado Gigante. In front of a live crowd?
Yes.
I think it is Sábado
And he would do
Gigante.
his speech, and he would go, and it was like no fucking fire to it. And I'm like, and everyone in the crowd, ha, 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 and I'm like, I don't know a fucking word he fucking said. And I sat there and watched.
Bring out the broads.
Yeah,
bring out
show
the
your
broads.
asshole, everyone. Bring out the broads. Okay, the TBS Plantation Tournament. Statlander versus Ruby Soho. This is
sing it like Cass.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
He tried.
Listen, I heard her. Father's name was Boutros Ghali.
What?
Well, if she's Ruby Soho, her father must be Boutros Ghali. Statlander is thicker than a snicker, Faust. And she's always pulling her pants out of her ass because they're getting eaten up. I has to smell the edge of the tights, Faust. It's a pretty good match. A fucking shit ton of pinfall, near falls. I liked it. It's getting tight with the quality of women, if you realize. Like, as we're getting into the deep in the tournament, you're like, I don't know who's going to start winning. I'm assuming Ruby's getting her little push and stuff like that. But I'm like, now you're getting to a point, it's fucking cream of the crop, right? So, I mean, you got to think with Jade and Rosa and that guy and then Ruby.
Dude.
Yeah, there's a dude that's thrown in there who's balding, who wears...
This tournament is taking forever. And then I realized, I'm like, this tournament is taking
forever.
It's taken like months longer than that Queen's Crown tournament we saw on the other show. But then I also heard
on that other show.
TNT told AEW we only want one women's match per show.
Really?
So maybe that's probably why it takes longer.
There you go. I wonder why. I turned it off for that. What the fuck?
I didn't know if it was true. And then I saw somebody in the crowd. I think it was last week or the week before. Somebody had a sign that said, "Hey TNT, more than one women's match." Oh,
that's good. So Ruby wins this after all these near falls. So I'm thinking they should have a rematch down the line. I really wanted, when Statlander left, to fucking, you know how they do pantomime in the ring, right? I wanted her to give her a fucking slap and be like, fucking win the title, and I get a shot if you fucking win. Be like, because they're good guys. Be like, okay, you know, you're worthy enough. Okay, she walks off. Good. So Vicky's on the ramp as Statlander's walking up, and I go, oh no, she's gonna try to court her. Like, it looked like she was trying to say something like, if I was with you, would have won that match or something like that, right? And I'm like, oh. So then that dude, Nyla Rose, comes in and fucking yanks Ruby off the fucking rope and goes to go beat her up, but then Statlander comes in the ring. And being a guy, she's scared of Statlander, she runs off.
The only other note I had on that match was, so Ruby hits, I think it was Poison Rana, and then she does another one, and she goes for the pin.
And her eyes fall out of her head.
Kicks out. I'm like, yeah, fucking, I thought Ruby's eyes were going to fall out of her head. She's
they rolled on the floor afterwards.
And she's like backed up to the ropes, like, shut up.
Yeah. Fucking, she looked like Perry with that shock.
The overacting. I'm like, this was like the Damian Priest school of
oh, that's great. The Damian Priest school. Okay, so that's it. Now it is time, Faust. This is where Mark Henry should have been. It's now time for the main event. Atlanta street fight. Andrade.
Wait, it was a street fight, so I'm like, all right, they're going to be wearing their street clothes. I'm going to see some jeans.
Well, one of them is wearing clothes for a little while. So
yeah, I don't know if was Andrade. He's wearing his dress shirt.
He had a different shirt on. He was like, I'm stylish with the tie hanging a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. He just got done bartending. I'm like, no, actually, he'd be the busboy.
Thank you. Under the table, Faust. Andrade comes to the ring with billed as Jose the assistant. You imagine that's what
I always get Jose the assistant and Alex the interpreter fucking mixed up.
Faust, what are you trying to say? They all look the same?
No, maybe.
So I laugh because I go, I guess you're allowed to bring murder weapons to the ring. It's a street fight. And he has a fucking dagger on him that's a fucking Ayatollah curved, and he's holding it the wrong way at first, too, if you notice.
Yeah.
I'm fucking dying at this open, Faust, and here we go, as you well know. I'm done. Cody, pomp and circumstance, of course. The world fucking fire all over the place. He comes out, and then out of the tunnel comes fucking Arn Anderson to give him a double high five like this, which I fucking always laugh. I go, what do you have? Are you keeping something secret? I can't see what's in your hand? What are you doing? He gives a double high five. He gives a five and a blot, whatever he does.
He's holding Cody's blade for later.
So fucking Andrade comes running up the ramp to start this, to fight him. And so does the assistant. He charges, and Arn falls off the fucking ramp.
I'm like, oh my God, he fell again.
Did you rewind it? I rewound it to see what had happened because Jose goes for a swing and goes, fuck, he disappeared as Arn falls off, right? He fucking helps Arn up.
And then they start fighting again.
It's the greatest. He's like, oh, fuck, you all right, buddy? Here, come on, let me get you up. Now lay down, now I can get on you. Yeah. Fucking, he straight fucking helps him up, and he's like, I can't get up, and he's fucking getting him up. Oh, my God.
That's twice we've seen Arn fall now.
Arn is falling off the ropes.
2 months ago, he fell off the apron.
Fell off the apron.
You gotta get him a life alert.
He's on the fucking ramp. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Now, Cody, they're fighting in a crowd through the crowd. And then I go, did Cody go to St. Bart's over the fucking weekend and get a fucking...
That's what I was wondering. That or he got JR's skin cancer.
I go, he must feel the breeze. It's all hanging off his back. Whatever this thing is on his back, which we'll get to later. But
that dry skin.
Dried skin. I go, fuck, man. Brandy should peel your skin. Why? What did you do? You went to the tanning bed.
Leprosy? What's going on?
So he's doing this, and Taz even mentions, what the hell is... I wonder if they're like, hey, shut the fuck up. Why you fucking say this? Hey, be quiet. So he says it, and then they go, it might be the liquid from the garbage can that poured on him or something, and that's what it... I'm like, motherfuckers. They're like, hey, K-Fizz over here, Taz. Shut the fuck up. So I won't spoil, of course, we'll get to it. Cody now is getting whipped by his weight belt, and it looks like Christmas time with snowflakes in the air from the skin that explodes off his back. Like, okay, they throw it in the crowd, and the crowd is screaming, throw it back.
Yeah, Andrade threw it in the crowd. Yeah,
and that's why I'm thinking,
well, heel of the night was the guy that didn't throw it back.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, well, don't throw it back when they throw it. Throw it back when Cody throws it. That's different. And you say the ref was looking that way, like you don't want to get beamed. So it keeps on. Is it coming back? Andrade then takes his shirt off, and he has flaky skin as well. Imagine this. Cody goes under the ring.
Like, that's why he was wearing the shirt. He was hiding it.
Yeah. Cody goes under the ring and pulls out a kendo stick. He look at it. The crowd don't care too much. He throw it down.
He thinks he's Butch in Pulp Fiction.
Fucking the sword. This is good. This will a fucking hammer. This will fucking do. How do you defend yourself when your friends are getting butt fucked? This hammer will do. Fuck, maybe a buzzsaw go right through.
Katana.
Nice katana. That's what he chose out of all them. I'm like, baseball bat to the head. Bye, you're gone. Okay. Jesus Christ. Welcome to our Pulp Fiction review. So now he's doing it. He pulls out the kendo stick. He don't like that. And then he pulls out a sledgehammer, which is an Iggy right there, right? And they go, oh, they kind of like that one. He throws that down. I pop.
Throws it down like it's a piece of shit. Yeah, and even Taz is giggling.
I pop.
Like, you don't need that.
He pulls out a fucking golden shovel. Fucking fantastic. I said, this is fucking. I laugh. It make me giggle. I go, you need some Gaga in the match, Faust.
I think he's had the golden shovel.
I think so, right? So that's his fucking pull it out every once in a while. So Jose comes back with a fucking taser, and he gets El Kabonged with the fucking shovel.
And the announcer's like, oh, he's got a taser. I heard it.
You could hear it.
He's running down the ring.
He's running with a fucking taser.
Fucking idiot. Because then he doesn't even get it on him.
So, and then I go, why did Cody throw the shovel down afterwards?
Yeah,
he used it for that, and then he gets rid of it? Okay. Off the top rope come Andrade and all that shit. Okay.
Yeah, there was a cool spot where Andrade did a moonsault. And fucking Cody's laying there with the chair, and he fucking throws it at him.
His fucking head as he's flipping. Yeah, that's modern day. Who got fucking super kicked or whatever during a fucking moonsault? It was in WWE, I guess. Somebody got fucking kicked or something. Fucking happened. Tell us. Let us know.
I don't know.
So now Andrade likes to wrestle a table. He tried to get this fucking table in the ring, and the fucking legs are opening. He can't fucking get in. Even Taz is all. And here you go again with the damn legs with the table. So he brings it in the ring, and him and Cody, let's just set up this table together.
Yeah, let's put it up together.
It's like you and me moving something into a house. Yeah. I go, they start moving the table, and then he punches Cody, and Cody goes and lays on the table for him. Like, you see what he got punched in the face this way, and his left leg went up onto the table to lay down. I was like, what? Oh my God, not even backwards. He got hit in the face and went forward onto the table.
Let me turn around and lay down.
Hold on,
let me. You need me to lay?
Is it sturdy? Is it right here?
This looks comfortable. Yeah,
let me. You got a pillow? And so now, he gets on like on the top rope, and he's gonna like suplex him over into the fucking thing, right into the table. A fan runs into the ring, Faust, with a hoodie.
Who is that?
That's Brandy Rhodes, and she lighter fluids where they're like, all right, enough with the fluid already, and she's Zippoing the fucking table. She lights the table on fire, which is a roaring fucking fire, and he's trying to get Andrade in time before it goes out. And I'm like, he's gripping him and trying to fucking. He does a backwards suplex, reverse suplex. Cody gets the worst of this.
Oh yeah, he's the one that goes through the table.
Andrade doesn't touch the table. His knees hit the mat.
Yeah,
and he goes
even
down.
His head was past the table.
Just past
his face went into the floor.
Yeah, and so Cody smashes through the table, and Cody's on fire.
Yeah, Cody's his shoulder and his back. I think his knee. There was the flakes from the skin.
Yeah, the flakes were there, and that's what this skin thing was. It was to prevent fire.
Yeah, because you see the black flakes.
Yes.
And even when Andrade was laying on his back, there was one like on his stomach.
Yeah,
and he's getting pinned,
and he's shaking around. Yeah, get this off me. I'm like, why aren't you getting that off you? But I was hoping it'd burn those horrific boots that Cody has. Those are shit, absolute shit. So that's it. And that's how
red, white, and blue American Nightmare boots.
Oh God, he wins this match, the end, and that's Dynamite. I enjoyed it, Faust. And
Oh,
apparently
yeah, I
it got
loved
a 0.3 in the ratings and lost again or something. It was. I just saw Meltzer fucking tweeted about it.
What about the demo?
I was like, I fucking saw this alert that came through. Let's see what it says. It was 0.31. No NBA competition, same as the holiday number. And they were like number 3 overall, I guess, that night. But I'm like, it ain't the same as it used to. You're never going to compare these to the Attitude Era. There's Hulu now. There's everything. You don't need to watch it live. You have DVR. It's not an event.
Yeah, but I'm sure people will be looking up on YouTube or the social media trying to see the table spot.
I hope for success, Faust, because I'm enjoying an alternative. I don't think it's going away. I really don't.
No.
Like you're saying, they're selling out places faster than WWE is from the same arena. They're already way ahead and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not worried about it, really. That's it. I decided we're giving this AEW one for free for everybody as well. So we gave you this week was WWE for free, and we gave you our AEW for free. Everything's always going to be at Patreon. Obviously, we're not giving out the show for free. You'll get 10 minutes or whatever normally. But we figure we give you a taste of what our AEW review is like. And if you want to join...
First of the month, and now is the best time to sign up. Because it's the start of the month, so you get the full month.
Yeah, and if you want to be in on the drawings, you want to get in, and it's $5 only to get in unless you want a higher tier and want to watch video, then you go to Godfather Plus to watch all that kind of stuff. But otherwise, you're going to be in for the drawing because the first drawing is going to be Christmas week. No matter what our numbers are, they are going to be Christmas week. So whoever is in, you'll have a better chance to win because it wouldn't be up to that 40 people yet.
Right.
So you'll have more of a chance to win if you get in now. And then we're also going to do a giveaway for our next package in January. We're going to give spin the wheel of who is already locked in. So you want to get in, you want to do that, you want to see the prizes. It's number 11 that is going to be given away this Christmas week. So that's at our Twitter, at Lingus Mafia. And of course, you want to go to our lovely TikTok, Lingus Mafia. And that's it. Patreon.com/Lingus Mafia gets you in, Faust. Anything left to say for you?
All roads lead. Everything is at Lingus Mafia. If you want to send an email, lingusmafia@gmail.com.
There you go, Faust. We've done it again. Fucking compliments to the chef, Faust. They've done it again. All right, everybody. Hope to see you over at Patreon. I'm Cav. That's Faust. We'll see you next time.